Julianna Goldman is at the White House standing by with David Axelrod, chief strategist and senior advisor to the president. Julianna.
Thank you, Laura. I'm here with White House senior advisor David Axelrod. David, does the president know yet? Have you spoken with him?
Oh, yeah. The president got word on Air Force One, so he's aware of the decision.
Is he disappointed? What's his reaction?
Well, of course he's disappointed. I think he believes strongly that the U.S. would have been a great host country, that Chicago would have been a magnificent setting for the Olympics, and he's disappointed that they went another way. But I think he's also very well satisfied that he made the presentation. Anytime he has a chance to go and promote the interests of this country on something like this, he's going to take that opportunity.
Does the president and the rest of the delegation feel that they gave it their all? Was there anything more that they could have done?
I think that both the city of Chicago and the president, the first lady, and everyone involved gave it the maximum effort. You know, there are politics everywhere, and there are politics internal to the IOC, relationships, long-standing relationships. The bid from Madrid was being led by a former president of the IOC who had long-standing relationships in that room. So all these things come into play, and you just do the best you can.
Was this trip a little too risky? Do you still think he should have gone over there?
Oh, listen, in this town, you know, you'd be criticized if you didn't go, you'd criticized if you did go, and if you worry about that, then you just never get out of bed in the morning. I think it was a good decision. He'd do it again if he had the chance.
What about you're sure to get some blowback? We heard it earlier this week from Republicans. Do you feel like this might provide any setbacks to the health care agenda, the rest of the agenda here?
Well, I was amused by that. I mean, none of them were complaining when President Bush went over to the Olympics in Beijing. They didn't say that was a waste of his time. The president left at 7 o'clock last night, and he'll be back by this afternoon. So all he really lost was some sleep. And I think he was more than happy to do that. So I just take that as sort of Washington chatter.
Are you concerned that he might have lost some of his international luster?
No, I think if you wanted to see his international luster, then you should have been at the UN last week or at the G20 in Pittsburgh, where his leadership was very evident and the response of people was very evident. I think his leadership was evident yesterday in Geneva, where the talks on Iran took place. President of the United States, I think, has very high standing in the world, and most world leaders would say the same thing.
And quick question, yes or no, today's jobs report, 9.8%. The president still think it'll hit 10% this year?
I think that's likely, yes.
Okay. There you have it. White House senior advisor David Axelrod. Back to you guys.